Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the FIU Panthers, just outside of Miami and Pitbull Stadium. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida International Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Florida Atlantic ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the FIU Panthers offense has the ball first today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your
a lot of space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. FIU pushing tempo.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Looking to pass. It's Jenkins. They'll run the screen. Turns it on in midfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends...
Grabs it inside the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. On first and goal, let's see if FIU can get it in. Trying to find the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, FIU. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
So Florida Atlantic's offense will go to work for the first time. And, David, they've got a receiver that if he is able to command some extra attention, it could really help get this offense going.
Now, and you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense, and he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Biletnikoff Award necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Sands. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And that's why, as a defense, you want to set up third and long situations. You just want to be able to keep the football in front of you. It's okay for that quarterback to hit the running back on that pass. Now you have all those bodies flying to the football, and they're able to make a throw.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll give it to the back. Ernie on the Jets. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. FIU pushing tempo. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to pass. That pass is incomplete.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Makes the grab. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. They go for it on fourth down. You get it. You're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Panthers.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Henry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might...
There he goes! Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Messer. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Like QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We reached the break. It's FIU with the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive,
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Jenkins. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
And the Panthers want to pick up the tempo. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Get it out on the screen. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. FIU will line up to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. With the catch, it's Terrell. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Owls in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Sands. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. This Florida Atlantic offense is on a roll. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Caught over the middle. It's Henry. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Terrell. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Hand off from the shotgun. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Buys a little extra time. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 21 to USC. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. FIU pushing tempo.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Pulls it in. It's Owens. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. And they're not on the same page there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lewis. It's a running room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Panthers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Buys a little time. Going back to the well, another deep ball. A full dive to haul that one in. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. No good. And here in the 3rd quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals.
FIU has it on a tee, about ready to go here in the 3rd quarter. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Panthers moving quickly to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to...
Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. He'll start this drive firing. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Catch in the middle, it's Henry. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henry. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Gonna look downfield again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Gets rid of it. Finds his man, it's Perry. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Looking for room at the 40. Powers through. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Panthers want to crank the tempo.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quick strike complete. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Dances away. It got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Panthers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to march in. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Florida International. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UNLV looks like the best show on the Vegas Strip right now. What a dazzling offensive showcase. They're up by 25 over the Stallions. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Caught behind the line. It's Henry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Off play action on first down. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. FIU pushing tempo.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? It's reverse. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. To the air, it's Jenkins. Makes the catch. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Got a man. It's Messer.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers, and you saw it there on the incompletion.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them. Pressure them, pressure them.
Back to pass on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass? Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here's the handoff. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. FIU pushing tempo.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Grabbed in the middle, it's Lyons. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the 4th, a chance to move on top with a score. A strike downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. The offense lining up for a first down play. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. What they would give to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 55-yarder. Now he's going to break the pocket. Trying to make... He's loose. Turning it on. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Got it set up on the outside. Got enough space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
On the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to pass. Steps away. Back's got it. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
He'll take a knee as a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Snagged in the middle, it's Payne. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Panthers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. And they only need a field goal, and they have to manage the time wisely here.
Yeah, I think you want to manage the clock, Reese. Be smart with your timeout situation. Know where to attack, Jesse, on the field right now.
Yeah, generally you want to attack with your best players. So get them in matchups that you like and get those guys the football.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
This really has been a master class by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third down, going up top. Here's a heat. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, does it stick with you.
No doubt about it, Reese. This was a game circled for a very, very long time. They knew how important this one was. But, David, you can't let games like this beat you twice because this losing team now has to find a way to rebound and go out and play again.
No doubt, got to rebound, but this one stinks. This is the one that you have circled for a reason. It's a rival, it's bragging rights, but you're right. Let's get back to practice this next week. Let's start focusing. This one's over, but I'm going to get you next year.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Paul.